Hey everyone, and welcome back to another video. This one is going to be about the iPhone 12 Pro. So I finished work on Friday and I went straight to the Apple store and I picked up the 12 Pro along with the black case, silicone case, and the MagSafe charger. So this is unfortunately not an unboxing video. There are plenty on YouTube that have been done far better than I would be capable of. And as I said, I just went straight after work, picked it up, and then I went down to Moab. So my time to kind of set up was very short and I didn't really have any time to do an unboxing video anyway. But here we have it right here. There it is. So I went with the graphite and first impressions, wow. I was absolutely speechless when I opened the box. The design is just absolutely stunning. I'm so glad that they went back with the square edges of the iPhone 4 and the iPhone 5, but I'm getting ahead of myself. So firstly, I want to say thank you so much to everyone who's been watching my videos, all of the new subscribers that I've received in the last week, and all of the people who support me on Instagram. As a way to say thank you, this video, along with a post on Instagram, will be, it's a giveaway. I just completely blanked. But yeah, so to cut straight to it, you have a chance to win a brand new sealed AirPods Generation 1. So all you need to do is like this video, subscribe, and check out the post to the Instagram post. Check out the Instagram post, like that, and then tag a friend who you think may like a free pair of AirPods. So I'll gather all of those entries in about a week's time, and obviously I'll use one of the little generators online and pick a winner, and then I'll reach out and I'll get these sent off. So if you want more chances of winning, just comment on the Instagram post more, and share it with other people, give them a chance to win some AirPods as well. Just a thank you. Thank you for everything. This is slowly becoming a dream turning into reality. And I'm very grateful for the support that I continue to receive. So let's talk about build quality just a little bit. This phone, as I had mentioned, is stunning the way that they've built it. It's very heavy, like it feels expensive. Now obviously it is quite pricey, but wow, let me tell you, it feels very expensive. They have just a beautiful edging. Now it is very fingerprint prone, which is why I got the case. One thing about the case, now they were so obsessed in the keynote of talking about this magnet on the back, but the case does not clip in because it's so snug on the edges and it does this little, hello, I'm a magnet thing. But I think that was just kind of a bit of a gimmick. Obviously the charger, I don't know where I've put it, it's somewhere around here. But the charger's nice, it clips in super nice, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, the case is just weird, but I didn't buy it for the magnet, I bought it to protect my phone. But yeah, it's beautifully designed. Like the design is just absolutely stunning. Huge step, in my opinion, in the right direction. I don't think they should have deviated from those square designs that we had on the 4 and the 5. It was a weird jump because obviously they came from the curved designs, went to square, went back to curved, and now we're back to square again. But personally, like, I loved it, and I love it in my iPad Pro, and I hope that it's here to stay and we don't go back to that weird curved design. But definitely stunning to look at and to hold. The squared edges feel so much nicer in the hand, and it's easier to kind of get a good grip on the phone. And then as for the silicone case, it's nice. It's very soft, very smooth. But it does get stuck in pockets just a tad, so that's just a little bit annoying. Who knows how long I'll have it on for, but my wife made me buy the case if I get a new phone. She wants me to have a case because I do drop my phone sometimes, so it's good to have a case. It's good. I won't go into too much detail, but obviously the box is smaller because it did not come with a brick. It comes with a Lightning to USB-C cable. Who knows why? Apple does what they do. They do what they do because that's what they want to do. They set trends, they make precedents. I expect we'll see this sort of design coming in with Samsung phones very soon. Even though people love to mock Apple, they definitely They're a very smart company, and they said that it was to save the environment. They could have put USB-C on the phone. Maybe they are phasing out the charger altogether and will go to wireless once it becomes more optimized. Who knows? It's a smaller box. Don't stress out too much about it. Worst case scenario is you have to buy a new brick, or you just charge wirelessly like me. As I said, it is not an unboxing video. As I'm a photographer first and foremost, I wanted to see how the camera quality in both video and photo would be as a device that kind of goes along with me on every trip that I do and things like that. So just a preface, phones I believe will never overtake the quality of cameras, but they're a nice addition to have, particularly for like myself and people like myself, where I go out to a location, you know, to like a national park or something. Oh, get my tripod, and I'm taking photos, and I want to take some videos, but you know, I'm not a filmmaker. I just use videos for Instagram and reviews like this, but obviously I use my camera. And then, so on Instagram, it's mainly just reels and story highlights. So I would generally use my phone, and I love that ultra wide feel. But the camera on the 11, which is what I used to have, it just wasn't that great at reading high dynamic scenes. So I was particularly interested in how this would perform on its ultra wide angle lens, and how the dynamic range was, and how it handled high contrasty scenes with balancing out the shadows and the highlights. And let me tell you, it is a huge upgrade over the iPhone 11. So let's just start with photos. The wide angle balances scenes incredibly well. Absolutely amazing. The quality is very good. It renders really well, and just overall very pleasant. And then the ultra wide angle is also amazing. Now, I think the ultra wide angle has made the biggest jump in improvement from the 11. I didn't use the telephoto lens because that's not a focal length I would use this for, so I just tested out the wide and ultra wide. And I think that ultra wide has made the biggest jump. So yeah, photos, unbelievable. Very good quality, very impressed. And it's not even the Apple Pro RAW yet. So obviously that's coming soon, but it will allow us to shoot in RAW, which we can then have a greater control of how we edit photos in Lightroom or whatever you choose to edit in. But as of right now, it's just JPEGs, but those JPEGs are very good. I've been very impressed with them. In terms of video, the wide angle is good. It's amazing, should I say. The optical image stabilization is just breathtakingly stable. It feels like I'm using a gimbal when I'm recording video with just the standard wide angle lens. Absolutely amazing. So steady. And the dynamic range I have no complaints about. As for the ultra wide angle, now, interestingly enough, both myself and my friend, we both thought that the ultra wide angle was stabilized. But when I looked at the specifications this morning, it does not have OIS. So it's not stabilized, but we could both see an improvement over the 11. I think he had the X actually or something, but at least for myself, the improvements over the 11 ultra wide for video is so stable. Really impressive. It does still struggle with its dynamic range and balancing high contrasty scenes, but it definitely has improved over the 11 in terms of the highlights are less clipped and the shadows are less clipped in those kind of scenes. So once again, very impressed. Now it is capable of 10-bit video, HDR, Dolby HDR. I did notice a couple of hiccups. So it records fine, it plays back fine on the phone, but when I go to post on my stories or on a reel, Instagram has struggled to obviously read those codecs. Now it is early days, the phone has only been out for a few days, but it's just something to bear in mind. I posted on my story, and then a few minutes later, first few minutes it looked fine, but then a few minutes later it just completely went blown out. So obviously it malfunctioned in some way, and Adobe Rush cannot read the files yet as well. I know that they had updated iMovie to read the HDR files. However, iMovie is just the worst program ever, in my opinion, to edit video in. So I didn't even bother with that. But for a phone, it's amazing how far they've come, and I'm super excited for the future and for when Pro RAW comes out, and just having that extra flexibility with editing photos. It's like I said, it will never replace my cameras, but it's nice to just have something so capable in a device that you always take with you. It's just amazing. There we have it. Any questions, just feel free to hit me up on Instagram or drop a message, drop a comment down below. Feel free to subscribe. If you want a chance to win these brand new AirPods Generation 1, just do what I said at the beginning. Subscribe, like, share, comment on the post. The post I will link down below in the comments, in the description. I can't speak today. I'm still kind of tired from the trip, but there we have it. Best of luck to the competition, and I'll see you guys next time.